Hello everyone, welcome back to the news. So Nyesom, the Minister of the FCT, has given a condition to support the PDP's presidential candidates for the 2027 election. Now, Wike made a call recently during a meeting of the PDP stakeholders, and he made a striking statement where he insisted that the People's Democratic Party's ticket must zone it to the south. Yes, that was what Wike said. He said that the PDP's 2027 presidential ticket should be zoned to the south, in line with equity, fairness, and the party's constitution. Let's not forget that this PDP zoning their ticket to the south was what brought about Wike's clash with the PDP stakeholders, including him working against Atiku Abubakar because of this same issue. In fact, this zoning of a thing was the root cause of the People's Democratic Party's problem with Wike from the very onset. That was how he was aggrieved. He formed his G5 governors and they worked against the party and everything else. We know what has happened ever since then. So Wike made this call during a meeting where he told them that this is what he wants. And among those present were former Governor Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi and Samuel Otom, Okeze Ikpeazu, and other PDP leaders and stakeholders. Now, the meeting reportedly focused on reviewing the internal crisis rocking the party and setting a direction for its future. And after the deliberations, Wike read a communique on behalf of the stakeholders outlining their collective resolutions and warnings to the party's leadership. So Nyesom Wike really stated what he wanted for the party and his condition for the party's presidential candidates for the 2027 election. That is the only way he can support the PDP's presidential candidates. It should be zoned to the south. And I'm sure that a lot of persons within the PDP will not find this condition funny for Wike. Some people might not accept this condition that Nyesom Wike has given them in the PDP. I can tell you some people might not find it, pleasing to them, being that, other persons may also have their own interest within the party. So this is just it. Let's not forget how the PDP, alongside with Nyesom Wike, made the party to throw the ticket open. That was before the 2023 election. And Atiku clinched to the ticket. And that was how everything started. So my country people, make una come shook mouth for this matter. This Nyesom Wike's case with the PDP is really, something that a lot of people are still trying to figure out, because we know that a lot of PDP leaders will be divided over this Wike's proposition for a southern presidency. A lot of PDP leaders will be divided. Not everybody will agree with what Wike has said. And we know Wike. Wike is Wike. Wike will want to get what he wants by any means possible. Wike would do anything possible to get what he wants. And if he doesn't get what he wants, well, we all know the consequences that follows after if he doesn't get what he wants. The organizing national secretary of the PDP, Omar Bature, a former deputy national chairman of the party, and Chief Body Judge, a member of the BOT, and other persons were also, they were quite skeptical over this Nyesom Wike's position. Nyesom Wike and a concerned stakeholders group had held a meeting in Abuja where they called that the PDP's presidential 2027 ticket should be zoned to the south. And a lot of persons were mumbling, the risks involved in it. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I felt Wike would not be concerned with PDP's affairs, being that he's already romancing with the APC, his relationship with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I felt Wike would be so focused on the APC. I felt Wike would be so focused on Tinubu, working as his minister and, trying to get ground rent defaulters to pay their money in Abuja. I never knew that Wike was still very much interested in the PDP and, is still telling the PDP to zone their tickets to the south, so it would favor the south. Now, if the PDP should zone its tickets to the south, what candidates do you think will likely emerge? Because I don't really know if the PDP have, a good candidate that will be able to draw crowd, unlike Atiku Abubakar. I don't really know if Nyesom Wike has eyes for the presidential ticket, but then let's watch how everything will unveil, because I seriously can't wait to see the PDP's presidential candidates for the 2027 election. I don't know who that candidate will be, but then it's going to be really interesting. Let's not forget we have a coalition by the side: Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Rotimi Amechi, El-Rufai. These four persons are the face behind the coalition. And a former Ekiti state governor also talked about his unflinching loyalty to the PDP, where he said he had no intention of defecting to the APC. But he said that the PDP risks becoming a caucus. You know what that means? It means that the PDP, now small thing I remain, maybe say they cease to exist. Because at this point, the PDP is shaking. So I felt Nyesom Wike is, trying to break the PDP to a point that they would not stand on their own and possibly would want to merge with the APC ahead of the 2027 election. But nobody really knows the true intentions of Nyesom Wike for the PDP. Today he will look like he's concerned. Tomorrow he will say they should zone a certain candidate. This is coming from someone that chased out the PDP members out of the PDP secretariat. This is coming from somebody that removed, in fact, he went to lock the PDP secretariat in Abuja, like Nyesom Wike. He locked the party secretariat a day or 2 days before the next meeting of the PDP. And now Wike is still coming back to tell the PDP that, they must zone it to the south. Now, wow. These PDP leaders and stakeholders, they are really seeing a lot in Nyesom Wike's hands. So I guess now PDP is being run by Wike. It's so obvious that PDP is being run by Wike, because we don't really hear much from Umar Damagum. Yes, Umar Damagum ought to be the one saying that, okay, the ticket should be zoned to the south, the PDP should do this and do that as the acting national chairman. But Wike seems to be the one running the show in the PDP with his latest comments regarding the party's ticket being zoned to the south. Imagine the audacity coming from someone that worked against the party, that almost destroyed the party. And now he's still saying, oh, more, Nyesom Wike really get mind though. So my country people, make una come shook mouth for this matter. This Wike's case is really interesting. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.